Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. My friends at yarnspirations.com. This here is the spaced spike sedge stitch. And so unlike the other video that we just did, is that this spaced one here does not have the spikes that go down, but it is also a faster way of crocheting because there is spacing that has been provided. You just don't see it in a sample like this with the spike happening. And because of that, you get the nice rich texture, but without as much work. And it is double-sided, as you see. Let's begin. This combination of stitch is multiples of 3 plus 5. So you go 3, 3, 3. When you're happy with the width, just add 5. So 1, 2, 3, happy, yes or no. If not, continue. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. This stitch combination is in multiples of 3 plus 5, so you'll go chain 3, 3, 3. When you're happy with the width, just add 5. Remember that the compression is about 20%, so whatever you do, it will compress a bit. So just start chaining, so 1, 2, 3, happy with the width, yes or no, if not, continue. So 1, 2, 3, and then if you're happy with the width, just add 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so now you'll have a nice balance point to begin the stitch. To start the first row, you'll go second chain from the hook, so count it back, so 1 and 2, and just single crochet yourself all the way back. Sorry, I live close to an Air Force base, so there's Air Force flying over, so it's bothering the dogs today. So just single crochet yourself all the way across the top of the chain, and I'll be right back in a moment. When you're all the way across, just turn your work and let's begin the next row. The first row across, we're just gonna get ourselves set up. We can't do the spike sedge stitch yet, but we can start the regular space sedge stitch. So just chain up 1, and in this first one, you're going to single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet all into the same stitch. You're always gonna skip 2 stitches, go to the third, you're going to single, chain 1, and double crochet to the same, and repeat that across. So skipping 2, single, chain 1, and double. And when you're close to the other side, you'll have 3 stitches left, 1, 2, 3, just single crochet into the last. And now we're going to begin the real fun stuff in the next row. For the remaining of your project until you get to the last row, it'll always be the same as I'm about to show you. So you'll always start off and you'll chain 1, and you'll single crochet into the first one, chain 1, and instead of doing the regular sedge stitch, we're going to spike it. And we're going to come down, so this is normally where we would go, but we want to come 1 down further. And you're just going to wrap the hook and put your double crochet down there instead. And let this go over the top of the fabric, yarn over, pull through, give it a bit of slack, pull through 2 and 2. And so that caused that double crochet to spike down. So you have to automatically skip 2 stitches, so 1 and 2. And if you always see the smaller stitch of the 3, that's where you're gonna go. So you'll single, chain 1, and double straight on down. So just follow it straight on down to right there. Just always give it a bit of slack and make sure the slack is kind of the same distance as the rest of them. So skipping 2, see how this one's the shortest? So that you'll do a single, chain 1, and plop on down. And do your double down there. So when you get to the edge, you'll skip 2, go right to the third, and just single crochet in. So turn your work, and you'll notice that this was double-sided. To do all the rows then, it's just the same thing, just chain up 1, 1 single crochet, chain 1 into the first, and then follow it straight down. So it's not this one, it's right here. So you see it's like 2 rows below. Coming right down through, pull some slack up. And so skip 2, go to the shortest one, and then this one, single, chain 1, and it's right here. So see, skip So instead of here, you're going here. So it's just right above that other one that's kind of going off on the side. Skip 2, single in, chain 1, and come straight on down. So this is providing that texture, and eventually you get to the other side, skip 2, and go to your final for the third. And so that last row I just showed you is exactly what you're just gonna do all the way across. Sorry about the dogs. Do you have dogs that bark? You can let me know in the comments. I guess they're doing flight exercises today. So chain up 1 and do 1 single crochet, chain 1, and then come on down. So it's not the same one of the single, it's one directly below. Skip 2, go to the third single, chain 1, and come on down. So skip 2, go to the third, and come on down. And you're going to get to the use of the way this looks. If it doesn't look proper below, if you get further and you've lost track, you might want to frog it just to do the last row again, just in case you found you lost your way. And this is a really neat version. And when you're ready for the ending, just chain up 1. And when you single crochet yourself all the way across, gotta not forget that there is a chain 1 that you have been applying in. So make sure that you do put in a single crochet into the chain 1 space so you don't miss any stitches on the final row. Okay, so you just have to look at your work and see where those are. Just pull apart the work if you don't see it, and just continue to single crochet yourself across into the spaces and right to the very end, just like that. And therefore, this is what it would kind of look like in a miniature format, but a really neat concept all the same.